and scary how many people are affected by cancer. I never expected to have anyone in my family, and yet, there was my sister, and it sucks. She was my rock, and to suddenly have this out of the blue diagnosis when we have no history of cancer in our family at all, more like shock and just like, how could this be happening? At first, we thought it was ovarian cancer, which is not great, but is treatable. And then when the surgeon got in there and saw that it was not that, but it was something else, then it was like, yeah, it was hard to take. She was in good health, and then all of a sudden she was just in pain, a lot of pain that was not getting any better. And then finding out that there was this crazy grapefruit-sized tumor inside her body was a shock. It was surreal and sad, and just watching her slip away and knowing that there was nothing I could do about it. You feel helpless when you're not the person, when you're just, the family member, and you want to do everything and take care of it and fix it. And you can't do that. So it's, and the fact that we also lived 3,000 miles away from each other didn't make it any easier either. And then of course, when she wound up getting, where it looked like this was really, she was not going to be able to beat this, then it was really even more of like, trying to, come to terms with, what is going to happen to me, when I die, where do I go? Because that's one of the things that so many of us, we're afraid of death. And I've been able to come to terms because of her experience. I'm writing a book, and in the book I talk about the fact that she was my cheerleader. When I would, call and express frustration with trying to grow my business, she would always tell me how much progress I've made and how proud she was of me. She's like, you're doing really great. And when I lost that, it was hard. I mean, that first year, my business was not good because I was grieving. And it's really taken me until now to kind of pull myself up and figure out what I needed to learn from all of this, and to be able to position myself in a way that I can help others. If she had maybe somebody who really was a dedicated person to have, been there to be her buddy, to be her sounding board, to listen when she was complaining or to cheer her on a bit, I think could have made a world of difference. And because we all need somebody to, talk to and vent to and or to commiserate with, someone maybe who's been through it and can, offer advice, anything that you can do to make it a little less sucky and to help people out with this. This is my mission in life now, is to help people to stop doubting themselves, and that's sort of the subtitle. That's the subtitle of the book, is how to stop doubting yourself and start being yourself. But that's what I want to be able to do with the podcast, to be able to help people to really value who they are, that we are all unique individuals. We're all the same because we're all humans, so we share a lot of the same things, but each of us has their own talents and gifts that we came into this world, and we don't always appreciate what it is about us that it really is special, and the fact that we are children of God, and that's important to know too, that we are all connected, we are all part of love. Love is what connects us together, love is what binds us. It's what allows us to do things that we didn't think we had the strength to do. Lifting a wheelchair. I mean, I got to be just this whiz bang, getting that thing in the car and just, would take it out and have, take her in for her chemotherapy treatments and, rolling her in and that. And it just became second nature because this was my sister and I loved her and I was just going to do whatever I needed to do to support her in what she was going through. It was a bit of a challenge sometimes juggling, my family in Florida and then having to go out there, but it still didn't matter because this was my sister who I loved and I would do, move heaven and earth for her. And was when I got this idea to even write this book, which is about love and it's really how to be able to live fully, love deeply, and engage authentically. And it's about letting go of things and letting God into our lives and opening our hearts. This whole process of learning how to, for me even then, to let go of my grief. I didn't even, that just occurred to me now, which that has to go in the book. Didn't even think about that part. Yeah, letting go of grief and being able to focus on the love instead and the love that we share, because that is timeless and eternal. And even though she's not here physically where I can see her, we're still always going to be connected. That's important to know that there are resources out there and take advantage of them. Like your wonderful organization. You don't have to suffer alone. You can have someone to talk to and to commiserate with and to, bring you up when you're down or laugh with you when you want to laugh and have that support, because that's what we need. And so anything, if you're watching this and wanting to support this organization, please do, because it is so needed. It's sad and scary how many people are affected by cancer.